welcome back to the J Squared channel. It's your girl jnxlly with a jelly.
It's your girl Jada with it, I already know.
And we're back at it again with another banging video on the channel. What we gonna do today though?
So today's video, guys, is a story time.
Yay!
We've never done one of those for you guys before, but I think the story is very interesting.
And it needs to be told.
First things first, we're gonna start by saying we're not gonna call any names. We're gonna use, I don't know, maybe letters to explain like the whole situation. It was a lot. I didn't remember how old we were, but I don't think we should have been going through
What we went through.
Push back the door. Anyway, I don't think we should have went through what we went through at that time, especially for the reason why we were in Detroit. That's where we were. So
Bad.
yeah, let's get into it. Say this, but it shouldn't have happened to us at all.
It was
especially
very traumatic.
Yeah, it was traumatic. In the moment it was traumatic because I don't trust, but they're strangers anyway, so I never trusted them anyway. So you know what, whatever.
They're probably all like, what are these girls talking about?
Anywho,
let's begin.
let's begin the story. So
Oh,
what happened?
Before we do, guys, make sure you like,
Oh yes,
comment, and subscribe. And turn on those post notifications so you know every single time that J Squared posts a new video.
Tell us hi.
Oh yes, special guest,
she loves the camera.
Scruffy. Yes,
Look at her.
Scruffy.
Look at her.
Yes. Look how she's posing and acting innocent.
She loves the camera. She's like, Janelle, don't say that. Anyway, sugar.
All right,
But yes.
you want to go first, or you want to start with the story?
Okay, so back in, I don't even know how long it was. How long ago?
At least 5, 4. No.
I don't know how old we were.
Was it our last year?
No.
Was it you 17?
Maybe.
So we were 17.
I guess we were 17. I'm gonna
16,
say
17.
16, 17, whichever one. This is when we played volleyball, and our team had we went. What is it called? We had a tournament in Detroit. So
Out of country tournament.
you know, everybody was excited for the tournament, whatever. And
Keep in mind, was it our first one together? Or because I wasn't on the team when they had their other ones.
I never went to any of the other ones.
So it was our first one with the team, I guess. And
yeah.
Never again. I'm glad that they only let us do one.
Okay, so I don't know if it was me and Janelle who came up with the joke or whoever, but like city girls, we were talking about like, yeah, city girls, city vibes. And like before we went, everybody was just listening to like bare city girl music. We're saying we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, but like we were just joking.
But we were making it sound like we're about to be in the streets with your mans, with your father, with your uncle. But it was a joke.
It was a joke.
And city girls, are you dumb? I think we like, what's the word, foreshadowing? We predicted the future before we even knew.
I think some people just took it too literally, whatever.
They thought we were
They
being
took
dead
it too
ass.
serious. And
oh man,
listen, everybody knows once it comes to volleyball, I'm not playing around, man. I don't have time for the games. I don't have time for the games. I wasn't playing around from the day we had the tryouts, like.
And that's how we became friends. But that's a story for another time. Wasn't playing around, rude ass.
Never playing around. But like, yeah. So everybody was making little jokes or whatever, whatnot. And then so I don't know which day it happened. If it was the first, the second, the last, or whatever.
Because if it was the.
I feel like it was like. Was it the second last day or was it the last?
I think it was the last. It was the last night that we were there.
Yes. Okay. So where was I? This bitch is falling asleep.
Yes, Twyla. Or okay, to put it in perspective, obviously we're in a hotel, whatever.
The roommates.
Yeah, the sleeping arrangements.
Okay.
So we had one room, which really isn't important, but that had
like a wounded dog.
Fuck off. Alright guys, we made some code names, so bear with us.
Okay, so
Did we already tell them the sleeping arrangements? Oh no, we didn't.
no. So the sleeping arrangements went, it was me, Janelle, the bystander, and the Jehovah Witness.
Sorry.
Now, you'll understand why we're calling her Jehovah Witness.
And you'll understand why we're calling her the bystander.
We just came up with names because we don't want to say, like, you know, their names. That was our room. And then the next room were Bert and Ernie, and then the Innocent. And then the next room was the Vape Queens. Okay?
These names are killing me.
So that's how the sleeping arrangements went. I'm gonna pause.
Guys, very important to this story, and his name is Mr. Mosby. That's what we're gonna call him because
He was actually just like Mr. Mosby.
bald, black, and everything.
He was running the show at the hotel.
And he had no patience.
We've had like too many encounters with Mr. Mosby that night. The first one, we had leftover Chick-fil-A and we wanted to warm it up. So we went downstairs, we tried to warm it up. Well, we still got to warm it up, but he's like, oh, you guys aren't 18 and da-da-da. You guys shouldn't be roaming.
And how he's gonna speak to our coach and all of that stuff. But the lady at the front desk, I remember we spoke to her and she was trying to like defend us and say like, oh no, like it's okay.
Yeah.
They're okay. We know them, whatever. And he was just not.
He wasn't having it. But like, we weren't having it either. So anywho, we warmed up the food. We did our business. And then we left the room again. We went into the gym.
To just do nothing important. Just to be fools.
Yeah, just to have fun.
And it was all going well for a long time until Mr. Mosby came. And he looked in because the doors were glass. So he's looking inside and he sees all of us and comes in about, you guys need to leave. You know you're not supposed to be in here.
And one of us had like a... one of our teammates, I think...
It was the elliptical, I think.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if she just ate two or whatever. But like she ended up throwing up. But then Mr. Mosby came and told us to leave. And we didn't know what to say, so
nobody said nothing about the throw up.
we just left because he said leave. So everybody left and we're all looking around like So then we went back up to the room, somebody called and
they cleaned it up.
I guess they cleaned it.
We called though, at least.
We called. We just didn't want Mr. Mosby to know that it was And then that was the
second.
Was that the second one?
We warmed up the food. We
That
went
was
to
the second
gym.
one. And then there was the third time.
I think somebody went to get snacks or something because there was vending machines.
I don't remember, but I think somebody left, and then I think they were taking a while. Then a couple of us left too, and then Mr. Mosby came back, and he's like, "This is not where you need to be roaming. It's dangerous. There's people who just walk into the hotel and talk to people and blah blah blah."
And we were like, "Shut up. We know how to handle ourselves. We'll be just fine." Mr. Mosby warned us.
Mr. Mosby warned us.
It's like he knew.
And it's like after he warned us and it happened, I'm like, damn, we should listen to Mr. Mosby.
You know, part of me was like, maybe Mr. Mosby sent these people up there because
he's like, they're not staying in their rooms. So
go
you know
scare
what?
them.
Go scare them.
And boy, oh boy.
So yeah, that happened. Now, the next part. Brace yourselves.
Buckle on down, ladies.
Grab your
Buckle
popcorn.
on down. Get your snacks. If you need a minute to go get a drink, go get a drink.
Get it now.
Because it's about to go down.
Okay, Chanel's taking a sip. She got her drink. She got her.
This is not sponsored. You know, unless they want to give us a deal on free Slurpees for the rest of our lives.
Oh
That'd be
my
nice
gosh.
because if you know me and Jada,
We love a
up
Slurpee.
any time of the year.
Or a Froster, whatever you want to call it. But anywho,
Let me put it on here. All right.
so, at a point, everybody was in their rooms. Well, everybody was supposed to be in their rooms. So everybody was chilling or whatever. Me, Janelle, Jehovah Witness, and the bystander were in our room. We were just chilling. And then I don't know who the innocent messaged, or if it was a group chat or if it was somebody, but she messaged and she's like, I'm trying to sleep, but there's guys in the room and I'm scared.
So we're all like First of all, where'd the guys come from? How'd they get in your room? Because for all these times that we were encountering like Mr. Mosby, up until everyone went in their rooms, we were all together. So if we did, no, but there was a point.
Didn't we see them in the elevator?
In the elevator, but it wasn't the same guys. It was different guys. They weren't the same. They were?
I swear to God, I see.
Maybe one of them.
I think I saw Buddha, and we did not give them those nicknames.
These are names they told us. So when you hear the guys' names, we didn't make those.
Those ones up.
About Buddha and James Bond
and Michael Blackson. But anywho, we're getting off topic. I think that one time when I went in an elevator, I don't know who I was with, but I did see Buddha, and I did see
Michael Blackson.
That's who I saw.
And maybe the bystander saw one too, because she was in the elevator alone at a point. She said she was in there with a guy and he was trying to chat her up, but she said no.
Okay.
But
anywho, let's get back
on track. So I don't even remember what I was saying.
How we were chilling and we got a message. Yes.
So like Jada said, we don't know if it was a group chat or whatever, but the point is we got the message and we're like, so how did these guys get in the room? So I don't remember. I think whoever got the messaged back to be like, what's like,
I don't know, but
what's happening. But
when me and Janelle heard that, we looked left, we looked right,
we looked at each other, and we went to the door.
So we went in the room and we were looking around like,
like, who are you? The way that it was set up, guys, picture this, okay? You have a hotel room with two double-sized beds. One bed is empty. Actually, no, one bed has a guy sitting on it. The other bed has the innocent laying in the bed because she's trying to sleep.
Yep.
You have one guy sitting on, like, the dresser. Mm-hmm. You have one guy sitting in the chair. Yep. And I think there was four, or no, there wasn't four yet. There's still only three. There's only three of them sitting in the room with one girl. She don't even know them. And when I tell you guys, we walked in there and you could tell there was no type of conversation going on. It just felt so weird. Like, my stomach kind of dropped to my booty hole. I said, okay.
So we went in there. We took her. I know they said something.
I feel like, did we sit?
That was the setup of the room. And then, I don't know where one of the vape queens came from, but they were there. One of them was there. And I guess she was like asking the guys questions or whatever. But like after a while, like I stopped caring.
Pack it up.
And we took the innocent. We took the innocent out of the room. And we went back in our room.
I feel like the vape queen, was there to like liven up the situation. But honey, there was nothing to liven up. You don't know them.
It was time to go.
And keep in mind, like, and I'm not like trying to make this sound like body shaming or anything, but the innocent and one of the vape queen that was there, they're not no big things that can handle themselves. And these guys were not no small. They were big. They were like my height. And if you guys know how tall I am, I'm tall. So they were like my height or taller, and they were all big. So like anyhow they put their hands on them and me and Jada were not there,
ain't nobody scared me.
We would have been down two female players on the team. You do have a problem. And you guys are going to learn about this problem.
I have a problem.
In this story because
I need help.
I'm going to seek her help very shortly.
So we took her back into the room. And what happened after that?
I think we took her into the room and basically like she was just explaining to us how they even got there, and she was telling us of how Bert and Ernie had these, I'm gonna call them the hooligans at this point.
Had them in the room and then they left her. I don't know where they went.
So but they left her. And keep in mind, Bert is supposed to be the innocent's best friend. So you're leaving your best friend with these people that she don't even know. And the innocent is a very, like sensitive and cute. She's like the cute, calm, quiet, protector at all costs individual. We love her.
We grew up together from back in dance days. Lord God.
Arabesque.
The sweetest ever.
So for you to do something like that to her, to this day it still boils my blood.
Naughty.
No. Very naughty. No.
But
So she explained that to us. and basically told us all she wanted to do was sleep. Keep in mind, guys, we had games to play early in the morning. This is all going on at like 11:30, midnight, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock,
2
like
o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Like, the time just kept going.
and nobody was going to sleep.
So I think after like maybe like a few hours went by or so, I think everybody was at a point. Or wait, did we get up and we go check the door and it was locked? Was that what happened next?
I think so. I feel like there's something we're missing.
But this happened how many years ago? But I still remember enough for you guys to get the gist of the story.
To get a juicy piece of the story. But I don't remember what happened in between.
I don't remember what happened what in between. I think everybody just started talking, and then everybody started to get like worked up and worried.
And keep in mind, the rooms, we were listening through the walls. The rooms were right beside each other, and we could still hear. I don't know who initiated listening through the walls, but I remember I put my ear on the wall and I could hear the men talking. I listened and I heard the men talking. I was like, guys, they're still over there. So that's when me and Jada were like,
let's go check.
We went there twice.
Yes, we went there twice. We said, okay, let's go check. So we got up, we checked, tried to open the door. Why is the door locked?
The little deadbolt thing. So like it opened, but then it stopped. Me and Jada were like, oh man. And then, you know, Jada's little crazy started to come out. And I just said,
my skin started to bite me.
And is this when you gave them the warning of like, at this time you guys gotta go? You gave them a warning time, remember?
Oh my gosh, how many times did we go in that room that night?
We met enough times. We gave them too many chances.
Too many chances. They're lucky that the first time the door was locked.
Did we leave when we found out it was locked, or we went in?
I think.
Oh God.
I don't know, guys. The door was locked. There was a point, I think the door was locked. Then we ran back and we're like, oh my God, the door's locked.
We went to convene.
We had a real nigga moment. We're like, wait a minute. Open this door. Open this door right now. So like, they opened the door and I'm like, it is whatever o'clock. By this time, you guys need to go.
I think it was 2 o'clock. That's the time you gave them. I remember that vividly because Jada said at 2 o'clock, you guys all need to be gone.
They had to go.
Done.
That was it.
See Bert and Ernie.
2 o'clock came. Nobody hasn't heard nothing. Everybody's in the room worried. Now this
this is where Jehovah's Witness comes in, baby.
I love this girl so much. I think, was this her first year? Yes.
Yes!
The poor...
Oh, this trip has traumatized everybody on this team.
This was her first year on the team with us. And this is what happens. So when we go back in the room, nobody could sleep. Nobody wanted to sleep until we knew that the guys were gone for sure. Because these are complete strangers. Nobody know them. We don't know what could happen. Mr. Mosby's voice is in the back of our head like, don't trust nobody.
Random people that come in the hotel and da.
So like there's a point where everybody's getting worked up. Everybody's like, I guess we're like overthinking. We're not overthinking. We're actually thinking. We were thinking, and then Jehovah's Witness started to cry. And then I see people cry. I start crying. I can't help myself. So I start crying, and everybody's getting emotional. Then, don't cry.
I can't. When I see Jada cry, I start crying. So now I'm crying. The bystander, I think, even at a point was tearing up a little bit. Like everybody's just depressed. Done. Jehovah's Witness. You know how in every hotel room there's a Bible.
There's a Bible.
Jehovah's Witness.
Friend grabbed the Bible and she started to pray. And
like, she was holding the Bible.
She was holding the Bible to her chest. And I was like, oh my God.
And that's when I think me and Jada came to realization we have to do something.
Yeah, we're like,
we're gonna be in the tournament tomorrow crying on the court. That just looks bad.
That's enough. To the point where we were crying. I don't know, we went through a lot of emotions. I think there was a point where Janelle was crying and she went into the washroom or like the closet.
Bro, I had a whole break.
And she was crying, but then she came out, and when she came out, she had like, and I'm like,
and we both looked at each other, we're like, and we went. We dealt with that.
So then after we put on our big girl pants, after a while, the tears, I stopped being sad and I got pissed. So the adrenaline was just...
and it was bad. And something I've learned is like, if Jada's angry and like I'm a little bit pissed,
nah, bro.
me and Jada feed off of each other. So it'll only keep building up, and then whoever we're mad at, you're just kind of screwed.
We feed off each other. That's bad. We've never been like that mad in like a long time, and I think that's a good thing.
You don't want to see it. You almost went to jail.
Like, shit.
Jada almost got shot.
I was ready to rumble.
Are you ready to rumble? Yes, Bianca Belair.
But let us know if you want either. I don't know if it's gonna be part 2 or if it's gonna be part 3. So let us know if you want the next part to the story. This is